Hey guys, what's up? Tim Queen here, and today I want to talk about something that happens for people who start their own email list. And it's this phenomena that sometimes people reply to you. And when I started my email list, everything was fine. And I didn't receive a lot of replies. And when I received replies, they were usually quite thoughtful, people thanking me for the content, or some people shared some additional resources with me, or gave me some content ideas what I could share in my newsletter, and everything was fine. I was happy. But then as my email list grew and my content ranked better and better all around the world, the number of replies I received got more and more, and the quality went downhill for a lot of them. A lot of times I would receive a simple message, like someone replying to the email newsletter, and it's just one word. It's hi. And if I'm lucky, that might include my name. Hi, Tim. Now, I hate this kind of behavior because there's one of two things can happen. I say hi back and something nice comes, or, and this is what I believe is more likely, I say hi and then the person is going to ask me some stupid nonsense. And this is the same principle in action that Robert Cialdini described, why there are people giving you free roses on the middle of the street. So what they want to do is they want to start a conversation by giving you a free rose or whatever, or like a free amulet or something like that. And then because of our human nature, we have the law of reciprocity. People always want to give back. And if someone says something nice to you, says hi, and then you're replying, it's kind of like now they already have you. Or like you might have seen this sometimes when I'm at the train station, like a homeless person is approaching me and asks, what time is it? It's the same principle. Get you started, and once they start talking, it's much more difficult to get out of the situation. And that's the same thing I'm feeling when I'm receiving this kind of hi. I've had this so many times in my life. I don't want to answer hi back because I don't know what you're up to and I'm expecting the worst. So that's one thing. If you ever want to get a reply, write everything you have to say in the email. You are 1 billion times more likely to get a reply than just saying hi, or hi Tim, or hey. The other thing that happens is people asking me for some free advice. And that kind of drives me nuts because I'm looking at something, for example, my YouTube Focus Growth newsletter has a ton of tips. How to get 4,000 hours of watch time, how to get 1,000 subscribers, how to get more views, how to get more engagement for your videos. I have a lot of different emails about a lot of different topics. And one thing I can't stand is when I'm linking to a couple of resources. Like I tell you, here's a link that you can click. This article will tell you how to get 4,000 hours of watch time. It's an, I think, 6,000 to 8,000 words long article. I spent days researching it. There is everything there is to know about it. And the article itself contains additional links to resources, to other articles, to videos. You basically get any answer you could possibly think. And then I'm sending this out in this email newsletter and someone replies, how to get 4,000 hours of watch time, please tell me. As you can see, that's not really an ideal situation. Me getting upset, receiving emails, so I had to find a solution. And today I'm going to share with you what I've done for myself to solve this once and for all. Now there's a couple of different options. The first one is you could just use a no reply email. But those can cause issues for deliverability and you might miss out on the actual good replies from people who mean you well, who ask useful questions, who are not demanding and actually read your content. And if there's a resource, they don't send you silly stuff. So what I found is I have to unlink my personal email address from the sender email address that I'm using to send emails from. But let's say normally I would send it from me@domain.com. Now I've switched it over to maybe newsletter@domain.com, and it's its own dedicated inbox. It doesn't go into my inbox, it goes into a different inbox. Now there's two ways how you can now deal with that. You can either set up some automated filters. That's a really good starting point. If you have certain word patterns that people ask you all the time, you can filter them out and archive them right away. Or you can hire a VA, and you tell your VA what you want to get into your inbox. So he or she can then go through all the messages, and every time there is a hi reply, they can just delete it. Every time there is someone too stupid to actually read the email and they're asking you for advice on exactly what the email is teaching you, they can delete this. And then in the end, there are a certain small number of emails left. And what I like to do then, I like to schedule a time to review the good emails. So I have my VA go through all of my messages, delete all the random stuff I don't want to see. And then either you can choose this for yourself once per week, every 2 weeks, or every 4 weeks. You schedule a session in your calendar to open your inbox for your newsletter replies. And then you're just looking at the good ones. And if there's anything good inside, you can take some notes. You might choose to reply to some of them. And then you go from there. Another thing I told my VA was to unsubscribe everyone who's sending me nonsense replies so they don't get bothered by my emails in the inbox. So I don't have to deal with more replies. You can also, some email programs might allow you to block someone. For me, it's basically one mistake and you're out. I don't want to give my VA more work. If someone replies with hi and there is no proper message, the person is just gonna send me more of that. Ask me how I know, because I saw that a lot of times in the past. People having this kind of behavior replying to newsletters, they sometimes get totally psycho and send you 10 emails. And sometimes even get aggressive when you don't reply to them. It's kind of ridiculous. So if you want to get the fun back into writing your email newsletter, and you actually want to interact with people who have really valuable contributions to your newsletter, I think this is the best way to go. If you can't afford a VA, just do it yourself. Schedule one session every week, every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, and then you do the same, and then just unsubscribe and block the person so you won't get any more follow-up replies from the same person. It's really unfortunate. I would love to have all of my newsletter replies in my inbox. So I found this is the only way how you can manage a larger email list. For me, I'm currently at 10,000 subscribers. I'm probably going to break the 100K mark in the next 2 to 3 years. So, and it was already bad at 10K. So if you have this number of email subscribers, you really have to create a system that allows you to deal with those replies and to get the same filter. Now, a related topic is about my contact form on my website. It's a similar method, slightly different. If you're interested in learning how I set up my contact form so I don't get any spam messages that I have to look at, let me know in the comments below, and if enough people ask for it, I will make a follow-up video where I show you exactly how you can set up a contact form which can deal with page visitors between 50 to 150,000 people every month. So because you will get a lot of contact form submissions, and it's really important to also keep your sanity for your contact form, even more so than your email newsletter replies. So if that's interesting, let me know in the comments, and I see you in the next one. Bye.